It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And it's the defense that's really the star of the show. A terrific game.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Callaway, the return man. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Saints take over.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. So now here are the Panthers with excellent field position to start off. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there.
On the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players in one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
And goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. First-quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
Well, off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. This will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down now, it's Walton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man here, Sims, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, New Orleans.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
And they pick it up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. The gun now on 3rd down.
But they'll drop this underneath to Howard.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
The score, Panthers 7, Saints 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
22-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
A check on the numbers by Moore last week. 7 catches, 94 yards, and a score.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
Aaron Jones.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
A gain of a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out.
The quarterback on the keeper.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Going quickly here to Thomas. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
To Michael Thomas. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number 1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. 6 catches, 103 in the yardage department.
When you turn in good, consistent performances each and every week, you will rank in the top 10 in the league in receiving yards, and he's number 7 currently, hoping to move up as time goes on.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
Holding offense.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Saints to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The throw taken in by Sims.
The pass.
7 yards to pick up there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll set up a throw. They shake it as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football.
Right in 3rd.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Draw play. Here's Walton, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch, too, huh?
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
3rd and 9.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
On the carry.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They're going to look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Schultz.
The pass.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go back to the ground with Jones. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina! Aaron Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Sly on for the extra point.
And that makes it 14-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
Gain of 11 on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
The pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
Complete.
17 there and a New Orleans first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They run with Howard.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
And 6 yards.
Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Saints
fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might... And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention he deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Open man here. Sims complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
Saints 13.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the three's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting a three is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
And 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
At the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but second and 13 here. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Third and 6.
And he's got his target. That's Moore. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Callaway, the return man. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
The handoff to
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 28-24, the final score. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. 35-17 was the final. And then lastly, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here. They'll find Everett there, complete.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
On the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Saints.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers.
A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead now 11, 24-13.
Panthers 24, Saints 13.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. The throw taken in by Sims.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Larry Ogunjobi make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
If anyone ever has any doubt the tight ends are primary targets nowadays, just watch this play. He's back in the pocket, finds his guy, and they get a nice gain out of it.
Yeah, simple little completion out into the flat. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight.
A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
Makes the score Panthers 24, Saints 16.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they'll try to run the option here. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
On to punt for the Panthers.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
27-yard line.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Howard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Over the middle, complete. That's Sims. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. Third down here.
Brings up third down and 10.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Zach Bourne. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Jones. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Jones on the
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Down and sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Panthers 27, Saints 16.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
On the play. 1st down, New Orleans.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Walton on the draw, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Panthers 27, Saints 19.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back. preferably a takeaway.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. The field goal we just saw has us now at a one-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. They've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They'll go again to Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 7.
A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This is Jones. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Panthers 30, Saints 19.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Roughing the passer defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They're going to look to throw. Open man here, Sims, complete.
The pass.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the... And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Back to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? For those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Panthers,
They boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.